Dear Penn Dental graduates, faculty, staff, families, and friends, it is my pleasure and honor to open today's commencement event celebrating the graduation and the achievements of the class of 2021. Nothing characterizes the past year and a half better than the opening statement of Charles Dickens' novels The Tale of Two Cities, claiming, quote, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times," unquote. While one could forever dwell on the incredible challenges of the past year and a half, it is far better to celebrate today your resilience, your adaptation, as well as your personal and professional success, which occurred despite the hardships brought on by the pandemic, socioeconomic upheavals, political unrest, and personal stress. I am truly in awe of your achievements, which include, among others, extensive clinical experience, outstanding first-time passing rate on national boards, and clinical exams, all of which have surpassed those of our previous graduates. The class of 2021 has enriched us in its diversity, as it included students from all corners of the globe, including international students, first-generation Americans, underrepresented minorities, individuals from socioeconomically disadvantaged backgrounds, first-generation students, and political refugees, to name just a few. In the Penn tradition, our school has produced graduates who are committed to lifelong learning and the pursuit of knowledge. In addition to the very extensive and intensive curriculum, 87 of you have enrolled and completed the available 11 honors program, and 12 classmates have completed master's degree in one of the other University of Pennsylvania schools. 103 of you will be continuing your education in various specialty and general practice residency programs, and 15 will be joining the U.S. Armed Forces in various capacities. Today is a bittersweet moment, for we say goodbye to dear colleagues and friends, but at the same time we are happy and proud to welcome you to the global Penn Dental family. Let me extend my heartfelt wishes for good luck, health, and happiness, and a well-deserved professional and personal fulfillment. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Mark Wolf, Penn Dental Medicine's Morton Amsterdam Dean. Dr. Wolf.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to virtually welcome our honored guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, alumni, and soon-to-be alumni, the 2021 graduates. It is truly a pleasure to personally welcome you to this very special day of celebration here at Penn Dental Medicine, and from wherever you are watching. I am truly sorry that we could not welcome you here to Philadelphia to celebrate as part of Penn Dental Medicine family. This has been a year of making hard decisions and mutual sacrifice to protect the health of each other, those who are more susceptible to COVID, and our general families. Today, America has lost nearly 585,000 individuals to COVID-19. Everyone at Penn Dental Medicine has been touched by loss this year. I ask for a moment of silence to remember those lost to COVID-19 and those that we have lost here at Penn Dental Medicine family. Matthew Wong, Rhonda Collins, and Dr. David Stanton. Last year at this time, Philadelphia was under a mandatory lockdown with no active dental patient care other than dental emergencies. There was a hope that mask wearing, a national lockdown, warmer weather would return to America with a normalcy by summer. By May 18, 2020, 89,000 Americans had already died of COVID-19 virus. We were preparing to make the difficult decisions and hard sacrifices necessary to assure that the education of our students, the delivery of the badly needed oral health care, and the protection our Penn Dental Medicine family needed from contracting this disease. This was not the first time Penn Dental Medicine has been here. In 1915, Penn Dental Medicine opened at its current location thanks to the foresight and forward thinking of our benefactor, Thomas Evans, creating a school second to none. These are unprecedented times for Penn Dental Medicine. But not that we haven't learned from our past. In the 105-year history of this building, this is the second pandemic that closed our school. The Spanish flu hit Philadelphia in 1918, and quoting from the records, dental students helped to fight the 1918 influenza epidemic. The school was closed for about a week, and during this time, the senior class, together with many underclassmen, served as volunteer assistants in emergency hospitals. But, by the way, sporting events on campus did continue. The management of that pandemic did not go well. They declined social spacing in favor of a World War I bond parade. They recommended treatments like cucumber sandwiches and whiskey in heroic doses as treatments. Social distancing was not utilized, and 675,000 Americans died of the Spanish flu. But I need to remind you that in 1918, there were a little over 100 million Americans. Philadelphia and America refused to make the hard decisions that went against a popular wave, asking instead for a return to normalcy. In 1918, they also did not have the breakthrough science of gene mapping and RNA vaccines. By the way, RNA vaccines were invented here at Penn. Through this very difficult year, we demonstrated our grit and determination to do what was hard, to keep us safe, to achieve an outstanding education, and to most importantly, provide desperately needed health care to our patients. We sacrificed our personal freedom, and important socialization and many other things that come with being part of a school. But you were never separated from Penn Dental Medicine. We saw the resilience of the class of 2021 as you returned to our school to safely continue education and patient care without a single transmission of the disease within our school. You experienced changes in exams, lectures, case conference, patient care. Your resilience got you through this, and you got through this period with distinction. Multiple community projects, multiple research awards, more than 3/4 of the class attending graduate dental education programs or military careers next year. Absolutely incredible. Over your 4-year experience, each of you demonstrated the outstanding character of the Penn Dental student. Your curiosity, your intellect, and your passion to serve those in need are readily apparent to your faculty, your mentors, and to me. You've been educated by an eminent faculty dedicated to developing the science and clinical technologies not only of today, but of the future. Every dental school hopes to create good dentists. As a matter of fact, many of the public believe that you came here to a dental school to learn how to fix Mr. Cavity. I know that you came to learn much more. At Penn Dental, you've partnered with your faculty to restore dignity, self-confidence, and pride to the patients we treat. You've helped restore the function and maintain health, not just oral health. We make people smile, and that's amazing. You are fated to greatness. You are fated to become the future leaders of dental education, leaders of dentistry. You will be leaders in the communities in which you practice and live. Together, we work to create a culturally sensitive, evidence-based practitioner trained in the newest technologies and techniques, as well as taking care of just people. We are counting on you to do great things as the generations of Penn Dental Medicine graduates before you have become faculty, department chairs, deans, exceptional practitioners throughout the world. Telling the Penn Dental Medicine story would not be complete without discussing our impact on the Philadelphia community. As students, you experienced firsthand how quality oral health care can bring a smile to a child, make an elderly person feel young, recognize a veteran for their service to their country, and deliver care to someone with physical or intellectual disabilities. Better oral health for so many would have been unattainable without the care available at our schools' patient care centers and our community sites. So many of you have gone above and beyond to meet the community needs. Our community has better smiles because of your efforts to improve their oral and their general health. I hope these real-world experiences inspire you to make a lifelong commitment to using your skills and knowledge to balance some of the inequalities that exist in the healthcare system. You are now part of the solution. I am sorry that I cannot meet personally with your families and friends, the people who have supported you in every step of the way. As graduates, you join a new support system. Today, you join the elite ranks of over 10,000 Penn Dental Medicine alumni. I hope you will remember you always have the support and encouragement and involvement in Penn Dental Medicine extended family is probably mandatory. Wherever the next steps take you, we want to be there with you. Just as you are now proud Penn graduates, your careers will bring pride and prestige to your alma mater. Stay involved with us. Share your achievements with us. When you put your patients first and maintain your insatiable desire to learn, there is no limit to what you will achieve. Last year, I ended my graduation speech with a quote from a favorite Disney movie, Moana. Watched continuously during the pandemic lockdown in my home by my granddaughter. The quote remains true today and every day. Sometimes the world seems against you. The journey may leave a scar, but scars can heal and reveal where you are. The people you love will change you. The things you have learned will guide you, and nothing on earth can silence you. We welcome you to our profession. Now, go make somebody smile. Thank you. Our first invited speaker today is the Honorable Stephen Beshear, the 61st governor of the state of Kentucky, who served from 2007 to 2015, and who is father of the current governor, Andy Beshear. An attorney by profession, Governor Beshear has a long background in public service, having served as state representative in Kentucky, General Assembly, Attorney General, and Lieutenant Governor. Governor Beshear shepherded Kentucky through the global economic recession, earning the Commonwealth national recognition for job creation and business investment. Recognizing that Kentucky's long-term success would require building a stronger workforce, he worked aggressively to improve core areas of education and health. Governor Beshear expanded the Medicaid program under the Affordable Care Act and launched the Kentucky Health Benefit Exchange, which served over 500,000 Kentuckians. These actions together reduced the state's uninsured rate from 20% to just 8%. It is an honor to welcome Governor Beshear to offer remarks and congratulations to the class of 2021. I need you to recognize that he stood up for his vision for a healthier state, even when it was unpopular, even when it was difficult to do, because he knew it was the right thing to do. I remind you that the senators from his state are Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul. He saved his state, from healthcare bankruptcy in this current pandemic by having his state insured, an incredible commitment to the people.
Hello, I'm Steve Beshear, and I served as governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky from 2007 to 2015. First, I want to share with you some good news and some bad news. Now, the good news is that my dad repeatedly, as I grew up, told me that the best speech is a short speech. Now, the bad news. My dad was a Baptist preacher, and I never heard him take his own advice one single time. But I'm going to follow that old adage of don't do as I do as I say, and keep this short. First of all, congratulations. Congratulations on your graduation from the School of Dental Medicine. What a wonderful and bright future you have ahead of you. I want to share with you something that happened while I was governor that I think is relevant to what that bright future of yours should include. You know, as governor, part of the job is to create jobs for the people in your state. And so during my 8 years, I traveled all over the globe, around the world, convincing companies to come to Kentucky and create those jobs. And in every one of those discussions, those CEOs had one central question for me. And that question was this: do you have a qualified workforce that can do the jobs we bring to Kentucky? And what did they mean by qualified workforce? Well, obviously, they meant an educated workforce, a trained workforce. But they also meant something else. They meant a healthy workforce. Because even if you're well trained, even if you're educated, if you don't show up for work because you're sick every day, or your child is sick and you have to stay at home, then you don't have that qualified workforce. And so I stepped back and took a look at Kentucky's health status. And quite honestly, the one word that comes to mind when I saw it was abysmal. Take a look at Kentucky's health status in 2012. 50th in smoking, 40th in obesity, 43rd in sedentary lifestyles, 41st in diabetes, 48th in poor mental health days, 49th in poor physical health days, 50th in cancer deaths, 49th in cardiac heart disease, 43rd in high cholesterol, 48th in heart attacks, 44th in annual dental visits. As governor, what could I do about that? Well, quite honestly, not a lot. Because to make a huge sea change in the way healthcare is delivered, you have to have huge amounts of money. It's very complex, and no governor has those kinds of resources. We can nibble around the edges a little bit, and we did, to improve the lives of our people, but you couldn't really do a lot. And then along came the Affordable Care Act. You know, when it passed, my folks in Kentucky said to me, Governor, President Obama right now has about a 30% positive approval rating in our state. Don't touch the Affordable Care Act with a 10-foot pole. But I disagreed because I knew that this was probably the only time in my lifetime that we had the opportunity to bring accessibility of affordable, quality healthcare to every single Kentuckian. And so we fully embraced the ACA. We expanded Medicaid. We created a state-based exchange. And what happened? Well, let's take a look. This is a picture of Kentucky before we implemented the ACA. You will notice that overall, we had over 20% of our population uninsured. Now, the legend is a little hard to read, but it's pretty evident. The deep red is more than 20% uninsured in that county. The lighter red is 17 to 20%. The orange, 14 to 17%, all the way up to the light blue of 5 to 8%, and the dark blue, less than 5% uninsured. So we had a tremendous problem at that time, over 20% of our people uninsured. So we then implemented the ACA. We expanded Medicaid. And in 18 months, let me show you what happened. Wow. Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. In 18 months, we went from over 20% uninsured to less than 8% uninsured. No reds on that map, no oranges, one yellow, couple of greens, and the rest light and dark blue. Folks, in 18 months, we signed up over 450,000 Kentuckians. What an amazing success. It showed me what a pent up demand there was in Kentuckians for access to affordable quality health care. Now, what long term effect did that have on Kentuckians' health? Well, quite honestly, we all know that it takes years once you make a sea change like we made to see the results of that sea change. But just in the first year of implementation, we saw some significant changes that bode very well for Kentucky's future. Let's take a look at what happened in just 1 year in various preventive services areas. In just 1 year, breast cancer screenings rose 111%. Cervical cancer screenings rose 88%. Colorectal cancer screenings up 108%. Preventive dental services up 116%. Physical exams up 187%. Cholesterol screenings up 111%. Flu vaccines, 143% increase. And diabetic screenings up 55%. So, a tremendous success in the making. Now, as a part of this effort, we recognize that in order to provide accessibility to comprehensive health care for our people, we also had to provide accessibility to oral health care. How did we know this? Because, quite honestly, folks like you sat down with us, practitioners, academicians, researchers, others in the oral health field, and showed us the statistics, showed us the studies, and convinced us that that was the case. And so we provided an adult dental benefit as part of our Medicaid program in Kentucky. We expanded the scope of practice for dental hygienists and dental assistants. And boy, is it paying off for our people. Now, the policymakers in this country are beginning to understand this. They're beginning to understand that in order for our people to have comprehensive health care, that must include oral health care. But we still have a long way to go. So my message to you is this. Get out there after today and go for it. Go for that career. Go for that bright future. But make sure that part of that bright future includes continuing to educate policymakers on the fact that for Americans to truly have the kind of health care that they need and deserve, that health care must include oral health care. Again, my congratulations to you and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Beshear, for your presentation today, but more importantly, for doing what was right, even when it was difficult and others opposed it. It's a sign of a true leader. Our next speaker is Reverend Charles Howard, known to me as Chaz. Dr. Howard is the University of Pennsylvania chaplain and Vice President for Social Equity and Community. He's an educator, an author, a poet. Reverend Howard is widely appreciated for his outreach to the most vulnerable in our society, individuals living in poverty, homelessness, and all who are marginalized. In his role as chaplain, Reverend Howard is a source of both comfort and inspiration to our entire campus, including Penn Dental Medicine. Chaz has been a friend to Penn Dental Medicine and to me. We are so pleased to bring you his remarks on this very special graduation occasion. Thank you.
On behalf of our university administration and the greater University of Pennsylvania community, I offer my congratulations to our Penn Dental Medicine graduates. Well done. Along with cheers, I offer my deep appreciation and gratitude as well. First to your dean, my friend, Dr. Mark Wolf. I'm really thankful for you, brother. And then to the entire community there in Penn Dental. To say that I'm grateful for your leadership and the hard work would be an understatement. Your administrators and your amazing faculty were called to navigate what our university president, Dr. Amy Gutman, described as a generational event. Teaching in the midst of a global crisis, identifying innovative ways to keep care providers, patients, and students safe, all the while carrying the perpetual weight of running a school, fundraising, furthering our commitments around diversity, equity, and inclusion. This was a really hard year, but you've made it. And all of you students, in so many ways, this was not what any of us imagined your final year in this program would look like. Indeed, this isn't what we imagined your graduation would look like. I know it wasn't easy. Dental school isn't easy, period. But you too have made it. May I challenge you to make sure you express gratitude to all who helped make this possible? Your families, partners, mentors, and others who believed in this dream. I'm also personally grateful for all of you. Not just because when I'm in full dad joke mode, you all come to mind. What's a dentist's favorite time of day? 2:30. Get it? Like 2:30 in the afternoon, but tooth instead of two? Yeah, my wife told me not to tell that joke. I'm really grateful because you all have taken care of me and my family for many years. You've kept me healthy, removed my wisdom teeth, fixed a chipped tooth I had. You put braces on my eldest teeth, and you hooked us up with tons of toothbrushes, floss, and lots of awesome stickers. I'd like to just share one final thing, and then I'll get out of the way. Your brilliant dean shared with me an article he co-wrote on fear and anxiety in dental medicine. It's shown up in a few of my sermons over the last couple of years. Dean, you're doing holy work, man. The article speaks to the role that dental anxiety plays in many patients avoiding seeking treatment, even for very serious ongoing pain, because of a fear of going to the dentist. Up to 20% of patients would rather stay with that pain than go be healed by a dental clinician and have their pain alleviated, all because they are afraid. The article goes on to make recommendations around how care providers can be trained to engage anxious patients. Among the ways is for practitioners to pause, lay their tools down, and simply talk to the person in the chair. Get on their level, listen to what's in their hearts, then slowly talk through what the procedure is going to be, telling the patient that if at any time this is too much, they can stop and we can take a break. It's an image I've held on to this last year in the wake of so much fear-based division and even hate. A hate and distrust that in many ways, in many spaces, is keeping us from coming together to work towards justice and healing. Graduates, may you not only be physical dental healers, but may you play a role in the healing of our society. May you be blessings to a world that sorely needs you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Reverend Howard. Now I would like to welcome the class of 2021 President, the one and only Neil Shah, to the stage. Neil.
Hi, everyone. Oh, wait. There's no one else here. Oh, I don't need all this. Give me a moment. Sorry about all that, guys. Force of habit due to this past year. It is amazing, nonetheless, that we are able to gather here today to celebrate this incredible milestone in our lives. I would like to welcome everyone to the University of Pennsylvania School of Dental Medicine commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. I hope this speech meets CODA's strict accreditation standards. I'd like to thank the dental school administration, especially Dean Wolf, for making our graduation as meaningful as possible this year. Unfortunately, most of us are vaccinated now, so we can't join the undergrads for an in-person graduation on Franklin Field. Good call, Amy Gutman. Lately, there has been one key word that has been repeated to us constantly that sums up our experience: unprecedented. I don't think any of us could have expected to go through what we have when we all said that first hello to each other in August of 2017. Since then, you have all been like my family. And like any family, you guys have sometimes made me almost want to pull out not just my hair, but my own teeth as well. This experience as a dental student and as your class representative was definitely unprecedented. We have been through hell and back, but hey, that's what it takes to earn one of the most esteemed titles in our society, a doctor. The journey of the past 4 years has been anything but easy. We have gone through so much together. I mean, take a look at the events that have transpired. The COVID pandemic, a complete overhaul of our school clinical system in the middle of said pandemic, a new school leader, and the opening of the NYU School of Dentistry's West Philadelphia campus. Just kidding, Dr. Wolf. You have formed such a novel identity in your tenure here so far. You came in hitting the ground running and brought to new heights the already high standards of patient care and treatment that we deliver. You and the rest of the administration worked so hard to get us back into school after a 3.5-month virtual education so we can complete our clinical training that can be only done in person. Thank you for advocating to get us vaccinated and securing enough PPE so we are able to continue safely treating the patients we serve, especially the Davis family. I do really want to give my heartfelt thanks to the administration for the amazing and stress-free educational experience. Among the highlights of this time are us having mandatory in-person attendance for pre-recorded lectures in this digital educational age, and during Monday exams for almost the entirety of the D2 year that ruined most weekends, serving countless hours at a community sites where we train to become some of the best hygienists ever instead of working on our clinical requirements, taking a 3-hour-long medical history during a 2-hour admissions appointment, and God forbid they've taken fen-phen, and scheduling a cumulative final exam that it took place 6 weeks after our course had finished, even though we'd moved on to 7 other courses by that point. But as Dr. Alawi always says, knowledge is cumulative. But at least our clinical requirements were decreased. Oh, wait, increased. This school has guts, what I can say. Increasing our clinical requirements in the midst of a pandemic. Also, Dr. Hirschquitz, how many partials do we need? Is it 3? Is it 4? What's the exchange rate from flippers to partials? All right, you're saying to just take care of our patients and we'll be fine? Fantastic. Well, that worked until April. Is everyone signed out of perio? Dr. Yu Cheng, I know our tuition covers us until the end of June, but please stop deleting our perio procedure codes less than 2 weeks before graduation. It's time to move on. The great forward thinking of this administration was clearly shown by investing in those instrument lockers that kept us from waiting for 30 minutes at the instrument window. Not. Dr. Alawi, thanks for always softening the blow of terrible news that we don't want to hear with a cute little meme at the end of the emails. I can say for all of us that we are so excited to get out of here. We may fight, disagree, and think the other party is absolutely nuts. But at the end of the day, we all work together, administration, faculty, and students, to achieve one goal: to give us the foundation to become honest, ethical, and astounding clinicians in the field of dentistry. From my observations, I think Penn Dental Medicine definitely did their job and put us on the right path. When we all chose Penn, as what seems a lifetime ago, to spend the most important 4 years of our lives, we knew it was going to be a tough journey. We might not have agreed with the means and methods that were put on us in the moment, but I know that as we continue to evolve into the doctors that we are meant to be, we'll look back on this time and see that we got a great education. We need to give a huge thank you to our didactic professors, clinical faculty, and clinical practice group leaders for helping us create an amazing foundation of knowledge for us to build our skills upon as we venture out into the real world, even if it was at the expense of our sanity these past few years. You all got us through a pandemic, made sure we had the ability to experience patient care, and gave us the opportunity to develop our skills in this unprecedented time. It was an extremely rewarding experience becoming a member of and supporting the community of West Philadelphia with their oral health. Classmates, friends, and what I love to call you guys, my betas. It has been 4 years we have been building our camaraderie and commiseration as a group. We have made some amazing memories together, like our meme competitions about our wonderful administration and thoughtful PDM policy. These helped us cope and express the special ways this institution has made our lives a living hell. Shout out to us for making an incredible Game of Thrones themed class video that was definitely better than the last season of Game of Thrones. How lucky were we that in our first year, we got to celebrate the Eagles' first Super Bowl win with the entire city in the streets of downtown. We got to understand what it means to be a part of the city of brotherly love. And then we had the privilege of coming in at 8 a.m. the next morning to take an occlusion exam. Our effective communication skills and bedside manner were so evident as a student body when looking at our class group me, which would blow up every time we had a crisis or the famous PDM rumor mill went haywire. Thanks, guys, for always putting me on the spot and letting me know when the professor asked for me in class when I was not there, or that I forgot to wish someone a happy birthday in our group me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. At the beginning, we weren't as cohesive as I'd like us to be, but after getting through Dr. Lowey's pathology, Dr. Schenker's cast faces, and Dr. Kent's removal exam, we grew closer and closer together with each challenge. Look at us now, having grown into the professionals we are today. We're all about to venture off to our little corners of the country, some back home and some to new places. We are going to go from classmates to colleagues, and instead of sending memes, we'll probably be sending panicking questions to each other of how the hell do I handle this insane case that just walked in. All in all, thanks, classmates, for building an awesome family together and holding me and each other down these past few years. I will dearly miss you all. I just want to give a huge thanks on behalf of all of us who are graduating today to our family, our friends, and loved ones. We could not have gotten to this day without you all by our sides. I know I couldn't have made it through these past 4 years without the support system I am blessed to have in my life. Thank you to all the staff that represents every little cog in the PDM machine. We couldn't have completed our patient care, learned so much, and survived COVID-19 the way we did without you all. This is for you, IMS, Art, Patrick, our facilities department, and every coordinator and staff member in our various clinical departments. We are truly grateful for you guys. Class council, you have been an incredible team in helping me all these years, dealing with one hell of a class. To my VP Herda, Secretary William, Treasurer Emily, academic chairs Joanna and Grace, community service chairs Nikki and Doe, ethics committee consisting of Kaylee, Jennifer, Elizabeth, and Jose, our social chair Joe, diversity chairs Justin and Sue, and last but not least, our past class reps, Abdullah and Raul. I say it has been an honor leading this class with all of you, and I couldn't have asked for better partners in this ridiculous journey I've experienced. Dental school is a stress like no other, but it's a journey that molds you to be able to have the confidence to take care of something that is very near and dear to everyone, their smile. We are going to be a big part of the lives of the patients we treat, so let's do the best we can. Remember, guys, we aren't tooth cutters, we're doctors. So celebrate this day, because guess what? We got a $500,000 bill coming our way. So enjoy the bliss while it still shortly lasts. Hold on. Getting a call. Hey, my clinic coordinator, Cassandra. How you doing? Are you serious? Really? I'm kind of in the middle of something important right now. Why can't a junior do it? All right. Guys, I gotta cut this short. They just gave me an admissions patient. That's PDM for you. I gotta go. Congrats, everyone, and hope you all have an amazing day. You guys deserve it.
Thank you, Dr. Shah. Now we will begin the hooding ceremony and the distribution of diplomas. To hood, the students are each primary care unit group leaders as follows. Group A, Dr. Patricia Gerardi. Group B, Dr. Vince Meyer. Group C, Dr. Glenn Rockland. Group D, Dr. Katrina Harrington-Gross. Group E, Dr. Marie Congiusta. And Group F, Dr. Margaret Maggio. Student will receive their diploma from Dr. Olivia Sheridan, Associate Dean of Admissions and Professor of Clinical Preventive and Restorative Sciences. Dr. Harith W. Ali. Dr. Victoria Ashley Ambrogi. Dr. Justin Joseph Kyoto Bachelor. Dr. Giovanni Castro. Dr. Garima Chitkara. Dr. Zoe Elizabeth Corner. Dr. Michael Farrell. Dr. Veronica G. Dr. Jenna Morgan Herr. Dr. Melissa Kylie James. Dr. Natalia Ivanik, Dr. Jake Lee, Dr. John Lindberg, Dr. Hilary Liu, Dr. Molly Veronica Marcos, Dr. Christina Mendlowski, Dr. Eman Mohammed, Dr. Matthew A. Nelson, Dr. Shivali Patel, Dr. Thomas Porth, Dr. Lara Catherine Rosetto, Dr. Jamie Silverberg, Dr. Stefan Nicholas Stroh, Dr. Catherine Christina Thomas, Dr. Hassam Wahbi, Dr. Abigail Elizabeth Warren, Dr. Stephen Mitta, Dr. Aileen Acosta Gonzalez, Dr. Nakib Ahmad, Dr. Elizabeth Bailey, Dr. Scott Cannon, Dr. Jennifer K. Chow, Dr. Jennifer Dumais, Dr. Ami Gadia, Dr. Elizabeth Ann Gross, Dr. Stephanie Rachel Kligman, Dr. Chang Be Lee, Dr. Induja Maheshwaran, Dr. Melissa Nakshivan, Dr. Lucienne Park, Dr. Patrick Peterzak, Dr. Mariela Ramos Soler, Dr. Stephanie Silva, Dr. Hannah Stern, Dr. Abdallah Tekriti, Dr. Tim Wang, Dr. Russell Williams, Dr. Priyanka Yadav, Dr. Shirley Zeng, Dr. Luma Adwa, Dr. Carla Alvarez, Dr. Ahmed Alwazan, Dr. Kathleen Flanagan Bookbinder, Dr. Gi Yang Chow, Dr. Francesco John De Maya III, Dr. Ola Farag, Dr. Elizabeth Diana Friedman, Dr. Herta Sara Granado, Dr. Dellen Hong, Dr. Grace Huang, Dr. Elaine Hyun Lee, Dr. Kristen Leong, Dr. David Ma, Dr. Rekha Manohar, Dr. Caitlin Jean Moyer, Dr. Sepide Nurani, Dr. Tiffany Pham, Dr. Tal Sastor Robbins, Dr. Marina Shamun, Dr. Sarah Anisa Siddiqui, Dr. Evelyn Spencer, Dr. Spencer Tazumi, Dr. Jessica Vo, Dr. Hanin Al-Kadili, Dr. Nicolette Jane Almer, Dr. Tamar Shayna Brown, Dr. Kevin Chavez, Dr. Julia Yating Chang, Dr. Marcus Dassa, Dr. Michelle Feldman, Dr. Joanna Marie Ferguson, Dr. Lakia Nicole Godfrey, Dr. Roberto Carlos Gonzalez Umar, Dr. Raul Isturiz, Dr. Michael Kirschblum, Dr. Nathaniel Ward Lamson, Dr. Sujong Lee, Dr. Zachary Longo, Dr. William Marshall Manolarakis, Dr. Matthew John Mayer, Dr. Sweta Nimagada, Dr. Peter Rekowek, Dr. Switayen Savantiraja, Dr. Neil Shah, Dr. Kara Slugaski, Dr. Abigail Simone Taskin, Dr. Nissim Isaac Temstedt, Dr. Dennis Wu, Dr. Becker Almayouf, Dr. Caitlin Rose Bryan, Dr. Celia Caballero Perez, Dr. Keith Cherello, Dr. Jose de la Guerra, Dr. Alisa Filangeri, Dr. Shivali Govani, Dr. Emily Juan, Dr. Carlos Huergo, Dr. Adithi Lakshmi Kasari, Dr. Do Hyun Kwan, Dr. Tammy Luke, Dr. Alexa Paige Martinelli, Dr. Samer Naam, Dr. Terry Gray Nanabu, Dr. Nora Peisner, Dr. James Ree, Dr. Jake N. Shapiro, Dr. Corey Smigel, Dr. Teresa Tawadros, Dr. Kaylee Trace, Dr. Sheiji Ya, Dr. Emily Clark Alper, Dr. Cole Bender, Dr. Jane Chang, Dr. Daniel Curry, Dr. Fadi Fasak, Dr. Ekaterini Gerasopoulou Papa, Dr. Tinush Heidat, Dr. Catherine Marie Holton, Dr. Julian Johnson, Dr. Hyun Kwak, Dr. Loren Lee, Dr. Brittany Link, Dr. Juliette Mann, Dr. Greg McKenzie, Dr. Araksi Mirzoyan, Dr. Grace Wen, Dr. Purvi Patel, Dr. Joseph Ratfold, Dr. Nicholas Mark Siegel, Dr. Charles Simmons, Dr. Matthew San, Dr. Derek Swanson. Dr. Travis Toth, Dr. Kimberly Ashita Wiley. Dr. Brandon Coy Tran, Dr. Stephanie C. Chantal Mark, Dr. Ashley Naomi Roberts, Dr. Maggie Kreischer, Dr. Sun Won So, Dr. Sujin Yu, Dr. Troy Edward McCartney, Dr. William B. Jun, Dr. Yun G. Lee, We will now recognize Masters in Science in Oral Biology recipients and Doctor of Science in Dentistry graduates. Dr. Bekir Karbuchek, Chair and Professor of Endodontics, Director of Postdoctoral Endodontics Program, and Director of the Division of Advanced Dental Education, will be handing out diplomas. Dr. Omna Abagwi, Dr. Fatma Al-Hendi, Dr. Ala Mumina, Dr. Nupur Patel, Dr. Rawan Ahmad Mohammed Ashi, Dr. Lucy Yen, Dr. Shifeng Chao, Dr. Zara Chinipardas, Normally, we recognize OKU recipients and student-chosen faculty award recipients at senior dinner. Unfortunately, we weren't able to gather in person this year for senior dinner, so we will be recognizing OKU recipients and students-chosen faculty award winners on the following slides. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. John Glatch, Professor of Clinical Community and Oral Health and Associate Dean for Academic Policies, who will be leading the pledge.
It is time now for the new graduates to recommit to the highest standards of ethics and professionalism by reciting the Penn Dental Medicine Professional Pledge. You'll find the pledge contained in the diploma holder you just received. Please open the diploma holder and repeat the pledge after I read each portion. As I enter the dental medicine profession, I vow to keep this pledge and these stipulations.
As I enter the dental medicine profession, I vow to keep this pledge and these stipulations.
I understand that my primary responsibility is to my patients.
I understand that my primary responsibility is to my patients.
To the best of my ability, I will embrace the highest standards of oral health care and treat all individuals under my care with respect and honesty. Their total health and well-being shall be my primary concern.
To the best of my ability, I will embrace the highest standards of oral health care and treat all individuals under my care with respect and honesty. Their total health and well-being shall be my primary concern.
I accept the responsibility to maintain my competence through the continued pursuit of new knowledge and skills in the practice of dentistry.
I accept the responsibility to maintain my competence through the continued pursuit of new knowledge and skills in the practice of dentistry.
I will conduct myself with integrity, treat my colleagues with respect, and wherever possible, work to advance the oral health of society.
I will conduct myself with integrity, treat my colleagues with respect, and wherever possible, work to advance the oral health of society.
I shall faithfully observe the principles of ethics and code of professionalism encountered during my dental training and beyond.
I shall faithfully observe the principles of ethics and codes of professionalism encountered during my dental training and beyond.
All this I pledge with pride in Penn Dental Medicine's heritage and my commitment to the profession and the public we serve.
All this I pledge with pride in Penn Dental Medicine's heritage and my commitment to the profession and the public we serve.
Congratulations, graduates. Thank you. Best wishes. Godspeed to everyone.
Next, we would like to recognize all the students who will be going into the armed forces with the commissioning ceremony. Please welcome the commissioning officer, Dr. Jay Graver. Dr. Graver is the Chief of Dental Clinical Management Team at the Defense Health Agency of the Defense Health Headquarters. He serves as the inaugural Chief Dental Officer and Principal Dental Advisor to the DHA Commander and Deputy Assistant Director for Medical Affairs and as the Interim Dental Operations Support Branch Chief in support of the Deputy Assistant Director for Healthcare Operation. Dr. Graver is a proud 1986 graduate of Penn Dental Medicine.
What a great day. Congratulations, graduates. In a few minutes, I'll ask you to reaffirm your oath of office with me. But first, I'd like to make a few comments and then explain what each statement of the oath of office stands for. You've come a long way, and now you'll embark on the next steps of your careers. Your journeys will be rewarding and challenging. You will succeed because the University of Pennsylvania School of Dental Medicine has provided you a great education, empowered you, and partnered with you to ensure a bright future. Now it is up to you to go out into the world, the dental world, the civilian world, the military world, and deliver outstanding dental care. It's incumbent upon you all to uphold yours, dentistry's, Penn's, and the military values, and to be lifelong learners and pinnacles of the profession. Your future is bright. You are the lifeblood of the next generation and the future of dentistry and this country. Welcome and congratulations. Now I'd like to take a minute to explain which each segment of the oath of office stands for. Examining the oath. I, then you're followed by state your name, do solemnly swear or affirm. This signifies a public statement of commitment. You're accepting responsibility for your actions. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. You are not swearing to support the president, the country, the flag, or a particular service, but rather the Constitution, which symbolizes all of these things. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. We must always be prepared for current and future wartime operations. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. Officers pledge allegiance to the nation, not a military service or organization. That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Your word is your bond. Without integrity, the moral pillar of our core values is lost. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter, promising to give it our all. So help me God. This signifies truth and commitment to what you have sworn to in the oath. It is a call to a higher being or divine agency to assist with ensuring your own integrity and honesty. So again, congratulations. Welcome to the profession. I'm looking forward to serving with each and every one of you. If you're ever in Washington, D.C., please look me up. What a great day. And again, welcome. Thank you. All right, graduates, if you'd all stand, and we'll get ready to reaffirm your oath of office. As I said earlier, if you think about what each one of those sections means, please think about that as you go through each step of the oath. So if you'll raise your right hand and follow after me. I, please state your name, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. So again, I welcome you to the military. Congratulations on your graduation from Penn, the best institution in the country, and good luck in your future. Thank you.
As a special farewell to the class of 2021, we invited the Penn Glee Club to perform the Penn song, The Red and the Blue.
Come, all ye loyal classmates now in hall and campus through, lift up your hearts and voices for the royal red and blue. Fair Harvard has her crimson, old Yale her colors too, but for dear Pennsylvania, we wear the red and blue. Hurrah, hurrah, Pennsylvania, hurrah for the red and the blue. Hurrah, 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 hurrah for the red and blue.
Before concluding, I wanted to thank our wonderful learning technology team and IT team for making this transmission possible, and congratulations to all our graduates.